Going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the apes won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. One day, very soon, gonna wake up on the moon. Brand new yacht and a McDonald's in my living room. Bright yellow Lamborghini, 50-meter swimming pool. Champagne every day, hey fam, what you do? Wanna hang, wanna chill? Oh, you got a mansion too? Oh, that's right, held on tight, jack titties every night. We was in way back when they tried to drop it down to 10. And she couldn't comprehend, Ace was strong until the end. Now let's retell it, Citadel they be sweating. Had enough of these felons, but the Ace we rebelling. Cause we never be selling, till we send it to heaven. Now we be out here yelling, hey screw you Kenny. Bought my wife a minivan to share with the boyfriend, but I pull up in the Benz plate saying I love crayons. Going on an airplane, don't think we'll be back again. Celebrating every day like it's your birthday. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. Today's expectation, probably more manipulation. FUD, a creation of a crooked operation. Bought more while it was low, got more dips than Trader Joe's. Oh, you thought that we'd let go? What the hell you take us for? Holla if you spend your last dollar on bananas while living in squalor. We don't claim to be scholars, we the smooth brain dummies, and we never stood taller. Yeah, we do this for love and we do this for honor. Apollo 11 ain't got nothing on us. We the planet of the apes and in MOS we trust. MOASS, oh hell yes. Gonna send it into space, go fire up the jets. Done my DD, call me Elton John, Rocket Man. This is the way, gonna be gorillionaires. Ground control to Major Tom, we about to have liftoff. Call us Neil Armstrong, gonna keep holding on. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. I literally have been doing nothing all day. You see, I'm off. I'm off of work today, and at some point I gotta cut the grass. I gotta clean up. I don't know. I'm a bump on a log today. That's just what I'm doing. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, Brent G, you're eating off of those Carvana puts today. You know, people might be millionaires if they listen to somebody. I don't know what to tell you. I like the stock. Yeah, good morning, guys. Up and to the right. It's funny. I have so much to tell you, but yet I really don't care. Because I was like on a natural high last night. I was gone. And I went to bed. Told my wife, I said, hey, baby, you know, there's something I said 2 years ago that finally came true. And she's like, you're surprised? I said, no, I'm not surprised. It's just the validation, the vindication. It's crazy, man. Whole world tells you don't know what you're doing, and then you're like, all right. But that's nothing. You know, that little feeling I had last night about Carvana, nothing to the way I feel about GameStop even today. Like, I know the natural high is faded. You know, we were a $10 stock. We're now a $31 stock, 31.5 today, zero volume. The volume's at 5 million shares, which is nothing, 6 million shares. No volume whatsoever. But I don't want to say I'm always right. And they're asking how many stores are closing. I don't know. Not enough. Not enough for me to care. Not enough stores for me to worry about GameStop as a company. Just so that we're clear, a lot of companies do this. A lot of companies will hold stores open after, all the way up until the holiday, and then they'll cut them loose after that Christmas rush is gone. So GameStop evaluating like what to get through, what not to, what to cut. It's pretty good business. It's typical. It's cyclical. It's the seasonality aspect of your investment. So they could drop off on the backside, which is fine. Certainly they need to cut out, from my guesstimation, maybe about 20% of stores in America, considering they had 2,900 the previous year. So let's just say when the 10K drops and these guys have 2,700. The best part about it that I love is that Wall Street won't know how to judge it. And they won't know how to like guess for it. This is like how I love what GameStop does. They play mind games with Wall Street, not with us. Because the majority of investors for GameStop just invest and don't care. Like, we don't care to ask those questions. I mean, I don't. I was reading in the Discord right now. Somebody said, I don't care if GameStop dilutes. Ryan Cohen's my daddy. Yeah, guys, listen to me. I'm a simp. That's it. I'm done. Okay, Meltdown, listen, I'm a simp, bros. I even got the name tattooed on me for a reason, because I'm just a follower, bro. I'm not a leader. I'm just a guy who follows around sniffing Ryan Cohen's doo-doo. I mean, this is what I do. This is all I care about. All I care about is Ryan Cohen. I want to know what he had for breakfast. I want to know what he ate for lunch, and I definitely want to know how I can be there for dinner. That's all I care. It's like, man, this is the only man I love. You guys think Ryan Cohen's a single guy, or maybe he's not. He's a one-woman man. No. I'm highly involved with Ryan Cohen. He just doesn't know it yet. Is this how like delusional you think we are? Uninformed you think we are? Have you guys read these headlines? Like, outperformed the market yet down today on the. It's like, shut up. Oh, they're closing more stores because they're a terrible company. Oh, right. From what I can see, they can barely keep the lights on. Huh. No. Some stores will be open so we can still grade Pokemon. You're damn right. Damn right. So PSA is having a public event. You can go to their PSA in Santa Ana or I think like in Delaware, Pennsylvania. I don't know where. East Coast. You can get your cards graded. Walk in and get them graded. That's cool. And right there on the spot, submit for fun. But gotten thirsty in here lately. Sharon's probably a meltdowner. Mike Brownstone. Hi, Mike Brownstone. Mike Brownstone, I've never seen you a day in my life. And the craziest part is, right, Mike, I'll never see you again. It was that fast. It literally was that fast. The guy walked in. He said, hey, yo, Sharon, you might be a meltdowner. And I was like, huh? Mike Brownstone, never seen you again. Anybody seen him? Mike Brownstone's on the side of a damn milk carton right now. They're missing him. They can't find him. Speak out of turn again, Mike. Oh, wait, you can't. All you meltdowners are just missing play. When Moon? I don't know. Yeah, we're going to talk about that right now. The gentleman, listen, this is awesome. Not only are we still in the box, a couple things are happening on the 1 hour that are proving that we're about to have a massive breakout for GameStop. Let me show you, okay? So this is the 1 hour chart for GameStop. As you guys know, I drew this red line to show the level of support. And every time we've touched the line, which is, wow, oh, I can't believe it just moved. But there we go. Every time we've touched the line, it stems from your true level of support way over here. Way over here. Way over here. Okay? Now, we drew this red line to show where all things are in common, right? everything it touches. And it's funny how we've been able to stay right on it. Right there, we hit, touched, went back and bounced right back up. This is going to be the indicator that how it happens. Okay, you see this 50-day moving average, the purple line? And this is your 200-day moving average. Now, when the 50-day moves below the 200, people call that like the cross of death or the death cross, whatever. They also call it the golden cross when the 50 breaks above the 200, right? But as you can see, it came below it. That pushed it down, but that level of support is there. Once it hit the level of support, boom, gone, out of the zone. And then you saw it come back. Now, when they cross again, this little friction here, it's like a little nuclear reaction. The minute it crossed again, it went down. It touched again, but then it's gone out of the zone again. Boom. Then you go ahead, you spread apart. Then it's going to touch again. When it touched again, guys, remember, it touched support on the red. And this is pre-market, opens, boom, gone. Gone, out of the zone. Okay, so now we split apart again. But now we're going to touch again. And when we touch again, guys, once again, look at where you're at. You're in the red here, right before, and boom, out of the zone. So we spread apart. We take off. Remember, the red's still accelerating. It's still inclined up and to the right. Now you're going to see us go down and touch it. Again, we touched it. This is yesterday. Once we touched that level of support, it crossed over. Guess what's going to happen again, guys? We're bouncing up off of it. We're going to cross again, and we're going to have another massive gain. So the massive gain might be anywhere from, what is this down here, 27, 28, all the way up to 34, about $6. So anywhere in $3 to $6 movements here. And if we go $3 to $6 from where we're at right now, you're looking at massive moves. You're looking at this next step up. So you're going to go test $34 again. Go ahead and start touching 35, 36. These are places they don't want you to be. But it doesn't look like GameStop is going to be going down below this red line as it's been able to hold it the whole way through. And I'm not just speaking on, ideas and chances. We're showing you the 1 hour chart, and you see it right there. We're able to hold that line and walk through it. Now, this is the daily chart here. This is the weekly. And this is you walking all the way into this box. As we keep walking up, this is a true ascending, area that we're going to from the previous low. That was this point of push down. There was a push from the roof, and if you guys don't remember it, I'll show it to you here. The push from the roof was here. This is your roof. This is your Dorito. As it pushed it down, you had the breakout of the Dorito. This is no different. This breakout moment here of the push down and the support up is no different from this action here. This action here was the same. You had support. Oh, I could show you 3 different ways. So you had your support here. You had your push down. Okay, guys? We kept touching it for a whole year. 3 years, matter of fact. Then you had your support. Your support was way down here at the bottom. Your support came from here. And we eventually found it. We found it at $10. So at $10 is where we go, okay, that's the bottom. That's the bottom. That's your 200-day moving average. You'll see it here. As we bounce off of this, we broke out. Now, I know these lines are red, and it would help if they were like a different color, like gold, which is cool. I'll make it gold. These are your Doritos here. Now, as it pushed down, we pushed up support, and we found it, and we broke out. Well, it's no different than what was happening here on a different scale. This was your push down, and this was your way to hold up. Now, if you want to see it, it's on the weekly here, because it's hard to see it on monthly charts. Those are monthly charts. But you'll go over here and we'll go to weekly. We'll go way down here. Go way down here. This is back in the day. This is when Roaring Kitty started buying the stock. Roaring Kitty says, okay, this is too bottom. This is too low. Doesn't make any sense. He says, you know what? I'm going to start buying it. So here's the support. This was the push down, the push back, and we eventually broke out. And when we broke out, there was no stopping the breakout. It was just a gradual run. You had some TA explanations here, like it was the same movement where support was here pushing up and the top line's pushing down again, and you have another natural breakout. But now these are all on weekly charts here. Continue to break. And at some point, the roof breaks, right? The shorts can't keep up. Nobody can keep up with this movement. And at some point, it gets ridiculous. and you're gone. That's what's supposed to happen. Certainly in this case where it's a short squeeze as it was at the time. Gamma comes out. It plays into it. People have options on it, bets on it. Well, there's nothing taken away materially from GameStop right now, as you saw a 3-year push down where people saw this huge rip that happened within a day or two. This rip right here, it just happened, okay? This is on the weekly charts, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of craziness, and it cost you years of sideways action where everyone thought you were crazy. They made movies and documentaries and interviews all during this time frame to try to psychologically break you out of what it was. But what was really happening was this red line here. This red line is actually the line of support now because it was the previous high from years before. Okay, so from years before, you could draw a straight line on the green of GameStop, and you saw, okay, that was previous resistance. That was now, you broke through it, and now this is your support. So it's like clockwork. We got there, and now we broke out. Now let's look at it on an accelerated time frame. We're now playing in the world of these small Doritos that happened before, 1 and 2. These are Doritos that make you millionaires, okay? These movements here. Because you know what's coming. You know you have a Dorito even now. You're in one here. And I didn't finish it for you. I could. I can change this to here. So you had your Dorito all the way through here where your support was. That push down came. And when the push down came, we broke out. Now, where is our next leg up? Where is the whole chart? You have to have a spike in here. We're going to have a spike on the other end of this cup. There's going to be a cup and there's going to be a handle, but the cup's going to rip up, and then you're going to get pushed down. We're going to have support again, just like you would something like this. So you might see this right here. You see this? But what you're going to find out, guys, is you had a true cup and handle, okay? And I'm going to show it to you so that you can see it. Let me show you. Get rid of that. Let's use a drawing. Stay in drawing mode. Let's use a pen. Is it going to let me draw? I want to draw. There we go. So here's what you had. And I'm going to change the color to, we can do light blue. It's fine. So what we're looking for is we're looking for this movement up. Okay? That movement up is going to be the same movement that we see out of here. Movement up. But what it really is the other leg of this cup and handle. Okay? That's what you see there on this stock. What you're going to find out is we're in it right now. We're in it right now because this was previously the other of this one, the other of this. You saw the cups being formed, a cup within a cup. So you're going to see a cup within a cup within a cup. It's going to be massive like this. So this massive cup here took 2 years to play out. 2 years to play out, but you were previously at a level of around $4, came down in the gutters for pennies, and it got back to 4. That's massive. Well, guess what's so massive about GameStop? GameStop's in this cup. You're here at this level of 120. You've come down with all of this, and you're going to find your way back up to it again. You will get there. You'll find a cup and a cup to get you there, but you're eventually going to get back to where you were. It's going to take time. It's going to take, believing in your investment. But GameStop's severely undervalued even now, and this is why I get excited, because I know it's coming our way. I know we're going to head back to the 120s, back to the 80s and 90s. The price movements there, these triangles tell you that you're there. So when you see these Doritos being formed, and you see them being formed the whole time, up high, small ball, boom, push out. It's no different than this one, no different than this previous one here, but you can find them everywhere. And I've seen them in other stocks. That's what really helped me out here. The math matters as long as you hold, your conviction with your investments. So I'm happy to be in this stock and on the other side of the trade. But if we go all the way, and let me see if I can just get rid of all, delete all, just fine. So if we go here and we see just how flat it really is. You're within this window here with your 200-day and your 50-day. Like, this is a small window here. It's even. You see this? It's not even really pulling apart, but it's curling back up. And when it curls back up, that's when you see the problem, guys. This is what it was. Okay, this spread apart, and we pushed all the way up, and then they pushed us down. But now we're curling back up. I'm going to show you guys what happens when you curl back up. You were even, dead even, okay? Look at this. Dead even for a long time, pushed out. Then you had a massive dip, which was short sellers and everyone trying to kill you. But the minute you start curling back, the minute this gets even close, you see what happens to your stock. And when they cross, it's all over, babe. Guess what? It's curling back now. So as we curl back into it, I feel bad for people who bet against us. I really do. I'm telling you, I've been studying this damn thing every day of my life, and that's not an exaggeration. I think it's amazing. Okay? And if you don't, that's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to think it's amazing. I just know. Thank you so much, Ruben, for doing what you do. Thank you for being on the road. I appreciate you. So that's how I feel about the stock. That's on the weekly chart. On the monthly chart, it's even better than I thought. You know, on the monthly chart, GameStop's still taking off. We're still massive moves to happen here. And why? Because there's so many catalysts that no one wants to talk about. I'm willing to talk about the catalysts every day. And that's going to be the S&P 500 is coming. It is coming. It is coming. You have numerous stocks that are being downgraded right now. You have fear of tariffs and tax cuts, which is stupid in a way. I don't think Trump getting sworn in on the 20th, by the 21st, the market comes crashing down and everybody's like, oh my God, look at these tariffs coming. I don't think they have that much of an impact immediately. So maybe you're pricing in a market now for corrections that aren't going to happen. And that's going to be a problem for a lot of people. Like, these analysts refuse to get it wrong. And they don't want to say it on the downside. Like, they don't want to bet too small. They want to be, 7,000 points for the S&P. And, everyone always will tell you, like, how? If everyone's so rational about GameStop, then why are they so irrational about the market? And I'll tell you why. Because they'll go, you know what? GameStop can never have a $20 billion market cap. It can never, because then what would it be PE ratio-wise? What would it be? Like, they're too worried about the antiquated ways of value and looking at the markets themselves, and they apply those rules to GameStop, but they do not apply those rules to Carvana, to Tesla, to Nvidia, to even Apple. Everything's so extended. It's extend and pretend, basically. That's what we're doing. We're going to pretend that, hey, we don't owe this money, that these covenants aren't real, that these interest rates are going to fall down. But what about the money you borrowed this whole time frame? Like, you owe somebody money. Certainly the Mag 7, certainly, the S&P 500. This is why we talk about market breadth. When you have advances versus decliners, and then you look at the price, right? You go and look at the markets, guys. I announced it to you. The PE ratio for the whole S&P is coming in around 22.9, 22.8. Well, the highest it's ever been is 24 during the dot-com bubble. So you want to get back to that. You want to get back to overvalued stock and overvalued market. That's where we're at today. We're there, guys. If you don't see that this is the roaring 20s, as they want to call it, no. This is the 1990s again. In 98, 97, 98, they had a market of over 25% increase. I'm talking about the whole S&P. They increased the market 25% apiece each year. Boom, you're winning. You're winning. The index is winning. Okay. Well, what do you think happened in 29? They did it again. Only time it's ever happened 3 straight years. So what world are we in right now? We're there? Okay, good. Now let's go ahead and dial it back. When was the last time the S&P 500 had 4 days of declines? Anybody? 4 days of decline, and the amount that they have it in right now, it's very eerily similar to 1987 and the market crash, what they call Black Monday, or I don't know what the hell that day was. But I'll tell you something else that you guys should know. These investments they want you to make, and even when they get them wrong, you have like J.P. Morgan come out. Like, I'm going to give you guys this example. We'll talk about it as I pull up. I'm going to pull up this stock for you. This is Carvana. This is Carvana's monthly chart, V recovery from the bullshit. I told you I didn't believe it because I didn't understand. I was reading the 10Ks and I was reading the 10Qs, and I would tell you, it doesn't make sense. How are they making $7,100 per car deal and no one else is? No one in this industry is. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Someone's overpaying for wholesale vehicles or the warranties themselves. Like, it didn't. And you guys see me. I've been breaking it down for you right here for 2 years. None of it made sense. And guess what? Hindenburg Research does a paper, comes out. Sure enough, Ally Financial buying out all the prime mortgage loans or auto loans, and they're underwriting. They're telling you that they're willing to buy back the warranties themselves on an average of $1,500 versus $900 for other companies. Like, these guys, they inflate these numbers, and they're using the hedge funds and the private equity firms and the leverage they have, Ally Financial is owned by Cerberus Capital. Cerberus Capital is actually on the board of directors of Carvana. There's no way that this is not, it's not coincidental. It's not like, oh, that's a coincidence. Like, no, this is all played out. It's all calculated. But when we talk about these companies, when we talk about the downfalls they're having, go look at JP Morgan. JP Morgan's on the plus side. And you know what JP Morgan does? Last time we looked into it, they looked okay. Every time we look at them, they're all right. Okay, JP, I have a question for you. JP Morgan, you're a financial institution. Why don't you take on those auto loans then from Ally Financial? Miss me with the bullshit. Don't tell me that you looked at their numbers. No, go take them on. Take those numbers on the book that you say are not subprime. How about the bonds themselves? They're literally operating with junk bonds right now, over 10%. From 2030, over 10%. So what? So we could stretch it out 3 more years, 4 more years because they don't owe the money today. But that's okay. That's not. It's the business that you're allowed to run. It's the game and the sham you're allowed to do. But this is the government. This is the economy. This is your market. So I get to play in it, right? I get to decide what I want to buy. I want to buy GameStop. Is that okay? Yeah, all of you out there telling me not to buy GameStop, telling me that I should be invested into blue chip companies, dividend companies. Oh, don't worry, I am. I'm in the best value stock right now. I've explained it to you. You guys want to talk about ridiculous pricing? What do we talk about whenever we talk about Carvana? I'd say book value. Tony DeNaro, he can't just say book. He just can't do that. Can't I? Because the first thing they said was it's trading higher than every other company in their industry based off a book. Yeah, because people know it's grossly overvaluated. Just like the rest of the market. That's why the PE ratio for the market is the concern. The whole S&P 500. Second highest all time. The top 10 stocks of the S&P 500 make up 40% of the value and earnings. No! You mean to tell me 490 other companies are affected by this? They can't even hold it. People are down 20, 30, 40% from month to month, from earning report to earning report. And everybody's like, oh, that's just the way the markets move. That's not the way the markets move. There are people right now betting money on the downfall more than the upside. I promise you that. There are billions out there waiting to happen. Billions waiting for you to win. You got to know how to see it. I got lucky. I got lucky that I like video games. That I grew up playing video games. That I grew up and all of a sudden it's baseball cards and football cards. And it's PSA. I got lucky, man. I grew up in that. Maybe this is talking to me. I'm not crazy. I'm just severely informed. You know, I have this feeling every time I leave the house. I remind myself, I do this, and you should do it too. I refuse to spend $5. I don't care. If it's something I don't need, I don't want it. Because I always think, well, that's $5 I could get to GameStop. Now, I don't have a lot. I got bills. I've got everything in front of me. I only put $10 into GameStop today. $10. But I'll go to the nearest bar and I'll spend money on something to say, you know what? I'm going to tip the waitress. I'm going to tip the server. I'm going to give a homeless guy some money. That's where I'm not counting my GameStop money. When it's there to give to someone. I'll give every dollar I have. I just hope and pray that those people that are getting this money are putting it right back to where it should be. I mean, maybe they should be buying GameStop. Maybe they should be investing into their families and themselves and their health. That's all I can do. So what can I do? I can make a video to inform the people. Every time. Not many people, man. I try and I say, you know what? Maybe one more person saw it today. Maybe one more. You know how someone sees the videos, guys? You take it to them. You say, hey, man, you know what? There's a story behind this story. There's more to it. You know, I saw someone write on Twitter today to Badass Trader and said, how do short sellers stop a company from making money. You guys are delusional. And it was like, what? You haven't figured it out? Like they don't live in the real world of influence. Like there's lobbyists out there, right? I mean, this is government. This is the same mindset. How do politicians make all the money they make in investments, but yet they don't work for the company? They have direct influence on the decisions being made for the company. So when the short sellers are planting people on the board of directors for these companies, you need to know. Marantz, you can't assume that. There's no one that would want their company to go bankrupt. Yes, there is. If that weren't the case, then there would be no one out there burning their own cars to collect insurance claims. We'd never have to see someone fake their own death and or cheat out a system for insurance. It's the same thing. Fixed sports, fixed income, fixed markets, same thing. King Griffin, who is the head of Citadel Securities and one of the richest men on the planet, came in and lost. His company only made 15% against this market when the S&P made 25%. GameStop made 77% on this market. Well, at least I did. I beat out King Griffin 6x. Is it 6x? I'm not good at math. 5x? 5x. I'm not good at math. I did 5 times better than King Griffin. You know what King Griffin did? King Griffin allowed his investors to pull their money out yesterday. He said, hey, if you're a general partner, if you're an LP, limited partner, if you're a limited partner and you didn't get back what you felt you could, go ahead and pull your money out now. How many people do you think pulled out their money? Slim to none. See, trying to intimidate people and giving them the ability to do something is a play. True story. I'm in basic training. I joined the military right after 9/11 had just happened, and I was in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and I'm a desert kid, and I'm extremely good athlete, I felt. And I had a girlfriend, I had a fiance at the time that I had been with for X amount of years, and I just wanted to, I wanted to get married and have a great family. I've always wanted to be a family man. I always wanted to have a house, white picket fence, and give my kids everything I never got. So I'm in formation, and this drill sergeant Fox, he says, I hear rumors that you guys don't want to be here. I hear rumors that you guys are homesick. Show of hands. Who wants to go home? He says, there's a bus right there. We will put you on that bus and we will send you on a plane and we'll send you home. Promise, you'll be home in your bed. It'll be warm. Mind you, I'm a desert rat and it was already snowing in Missouri. I was frozen. I was freezing cold. And it's the middle of October, November time frame. And I'm just like, I can only call home 3 minutes a week. I call with a phone card, little calling card. I'd call home. Nobody picks up. I don't talk to anybody. You will cry your eyes out. You don't get to see your family or talk to them. And when you do talk to them, you cry your eyes out. You miss them. You're like, damn, man, I'm here. What are you doing? I got no radio. I got no TV. All I do is eat, sleep, and drink. And I get up, get down. I run twice a day. I'm doing PT. I'm eating chow. I'm in a straight line, looking at the front of the head of the person in front of me. And that's in the shower, out the shower, in bed, at bed. Everything you do is like regimented, and you're there to die. You say, you know what? I'm good. And then you look across and you see everyone in formation. And I'm the baddest dude. I swear to you, I was the baddest dude. Of course. Right? Soldier of the Year, fiscal year 2003, Maycom Soldier of the Year, all the good shit. Made sergeant under 2 years. I was a badass dude. Why? Because I was a track guy. I could run. Remember, if you're a cross-country runner, join the military. You'll get every award in the world. They just want to know if you can run, babe. I'm running. I'm like Forrest Gump up in that bitch. And I'm running. I'm 170 pounds, 165 pounds, soaking wet, but I'm in shape. I'm just standing there. They go, if you want to, step out of formation and come up to the front and we'll send you home right now. You mean to tell me I can go home and get warm? 2 dudes fell out of formation. 2 guys. Antoine Spencer, 2nd platoon. 3rd platoon, Marantz Rico. I fell out of formation. They looked at me and said, Soldier, I had a 300 PT score, guys. I was perfect. I was that dude. Fell out of formation. Said, Soldier. I said, yeah. I said, yes, drill sergeant. What are you doing falling out of formation? I said, drill sergeant, you asked me if I want to go home, and you weren't going to get mad. I'm going to go home. Let's go. Am I a quitter? I'm not a quitter. You know, I didn't know any better. I was just like, yo, this dude can get me home right now. Put me on the bus. I ain't got to deal with this shit. This dude over here takes hot ass showers. This dude smells. This guy just gets me in trouble. All I got to do is push it for him. I hated it. I was just like, no. You know what Drill Sergeant Fox did? He put me and Spencer in a truck. And he took us for a drive. And we drove around Fort Leonard Wood. And he took us to his house. And he goes, do you see that car? I said, yes, sir. Yes, Drill Sergeant. Do you see the house? Yes, Drill Sergeant. Do you see the white picket fence? I said, yes, Drill Sergeant. He said, the military did that for me. For me and my family. I said, yes, Drill Sergeant. He said, if you want to do what's right for you and your missus and you want to get back home, finish this out. Enjoy the ride. You see, I believe him. And I did believe him. And me and Antoine Spencer got back into formation within an hour. And I was able to deploy overseas during wartime with Antoine Spencer several months later. He was my battle buddy for the next 2 years. And we were the baddest ass dudes ever. Shout out to Spence. Lifelong battle buddy. Spence didn't go home. I didn't go home. We provided for our families. We did the right thing. He meant well. Drill Sergeant Fox. I became a better leader from that moment. I became a better person. I was still a child. I was 20 years old. I was a sergeant in the United States Army. What the hell was I going to do? But I'll tell you something about investing. I know what King Griffin's doing. King Griffin's getting all his investors together and saying, come here. You want to see my yacht? You want to see my helicopter? You want to see how I live in Florida? You want to see all this wealth? Stick with me. It's going to work out. And some of those guys might make their money back. Some of those guys might have a better life moving forward. The difference between being a United States Army military veteran at a young age as a punk-ass kid that you might be is you don't know any better, and there's nothing better for you. King Griffin's dealing with billionaires. He's manipulating his own kind. He's not looking for the betterment of them. He's looking out for himself. Only he benefits. No one else. King Griffin, you can't take me for a ride. And for those guys that are riding along with you, they're going to lose too. Because as you guys keep betting on this market, the status quo, you guys keep betting on the things that are so certain in life, like the failure of a retail company that the whole mall's depleted for. That mall will exist tomorrow with one store in it. Because I'm going to shop at it. That strip mall will only have one parking spot taken. But it's because I'm going to be there. I am going to be shopping at GameStop for the rest of my life. spending every dollar I don't have and that I do have. You want to know why I called the show B.N.S.L? That's the title of this show, B.N.S.L. Nobody has a clue about what I'm talking about. B.N.S.L stands for buy now, sell later. And in the world of retail, it's BNPL, right? Buy now, pay later. And those are different types of financing that GameStop's doing and allowing their customers to do. And they get to work on that relationship with the banks and credit spreads, and the interest rates really do affect the shopper themselves. But it only benefits you if you're doing it right for the customer. And right now, GameStop's doing a lot of things right for the customer. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to B.N.S.L. I'm going to buy now and I'll sell later. And I'll let you think about me as I do it. I always tie in whatever's happened with me in real life. Nothing really gets me down too much. I'm super excited about my investment. I like to watch it go green. We're on the 1 hour chart here. We're bouncing off of these levels. But we're going to hang on to it. I know I erased a box on an accident like right now, but it's okay. That box is at $29. It's at $29 and it's still going to hold up. We're playing in the box even now. We're way above it. There's nothing going to stop us, guys. Go for that ride whenever you have that doubt. Whenever you have that doubt, go for the ride. Be amazed what you learn. Reporting for attendance, GameStop won't stop. There you go. Ken let his partners pull out. Yep. It would have been me too, going home. No, Endgame. It wasn't that I couldn't do it. I mean, dude, when you're 19, 18, there's a lot going on emotionally in your body. Like in your heart and your mind. You're constantly trying to prove your folks right or wrong, or you're trying to, live up to certain standards and things. You got to remember, I got through the military. By 2003, I was already a sergeant, and I called my brother. I called my brother and said, hey, you should join. It's my brother's whole identity. It's his whole life right now. I called him and said, you should join. My sister already had joined on her own with her husband. My other brother already had joined as well. Rico was the last one. Rico said, okay. I said, bro, trust me. It's too easy. Just be an athlete. That's what it's always been. Love these real life stories. You had to be there, Sharon. Anybody seen Sharon? She's a shill. What'd they call you right now? A meltdowner. Bro, let them ever speak out of turn about somebody who's been with this show for 4 years. And I'll let you have it, bro. I'll let you have it. It done you very well. Yeah. Timeless SM, no Marantz, only holds equity. Is that what it says? Do you options trade? Do you option trade? Timeless SXM. No. I'm an investor. I invest my money in the company long term, and I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. I buy a portion of this company every trading day, and I try to just hang on to it the best way I can. I've been blessed in life. I've been blessed in life in more ways than one, so I won't be selling anytime soon. Not at all, guys. But I appreciate you for asking. I saw a downgrade and an upgrade for two different companies, and then I saw the reaction to the markets for them. The downgrade was for Uber. The upgrade was for Topgolf. Uber a necessity, Topgolf not so much. It's okay. Maybe they're just reflecting on themselves. They don't know. I don't care about their opinion of me because they don't know me and they never will. Easy, Deion Sanders. What about you thinks that I care about what you think about me? What you think about me is irrelevant. It has no influence over what I do. Marantz has 400 workers under him. He's a boss player. I never say under. I work with some really talented people and in a great company, so it's been a blessing. Marantz, I see that sometimes you downplay TA and sometimes you use it. This isn't a critique. I'm just generally curious when you feel it has value and when it doesn't. I'm asking honestly. Oh, sure, yesterday in gaming. It's not that I feel that it has any value. None. I'm just pointing out like levels, similarities, and movements. But I wouldn't care what it does. It's what I anticipate happening, sure. But I don't make a bet on it. You don't see me playing options. You don't see me doing anything. I mean, think about this. I know every company that's fallen to pieces. And why. And how. And when. Connect the dots. I know them all. What happens? What happens when I do connect the dots? I make a video. I don't go make a bet on it. I just say, oh, yeah. People would probably tell you, well, you put your money where your mouth is or shut up. Remember when Bed Bath & Beyond was telling me that? How would you have liked me to profit off of their downfall? What kind of man would I be? I don't need the money. See, all you guys need money, but all you guys don't understand what money is. Money's just more houses and cars. That's all it ever is. You can only drive one. I remember making over $75,000 for the first time in my life. I was young, in my 20s. That's how I found out, like, you don't need much. You only need rent, right? You only need rent, a car note, and then enough to survive for that month. I mean, that's basically all you need. But what is that? What if you don't have any rent? Then what do you have? Excess and a lot. And that can put you in a bad spot. You can do a lot of dumb things. I did a lot of dumb things financially. I learned. I don't want you to do them. My biggest thing in life is my son. My son, my oldest son, holy shit, man. Love the kid to death. I can't even believe how smart he is when it comes to finance. And he's disciplined. So disciplined because he wrestled in high school. So he wrestled and he doesn't eat the way I eat. He wants to stay in shape. So then when it's time to budget, he goes, oh, Dad, I can make it off of tuna. I go, tuna? He goes, yeah, I bought 5 packs of tuna. So he bought 5 little packs, $2 a piece. He bought 5 of them. And then he bought some crackers and water. He just drinks water. So he literally was like, yeah, Dad, I spent $20 this week on food. I said, excuse me? He goes, I spent $20 this week. Next week, I actually bought a loaf of bread and I'm making sandwiches. I said, who the hell are you? What? He said, yeah, sandwiches. You know what the direction was that I gave my son? I told my son, learn how to live off of half of your check. From 18, at 18, learn how to live off half your check. Take the other half, put it away. Trust me, son. Trust me on this one. Learn how to live off of half your check. Take the other half, put it away. And if you're with somebody who's trying to get more out of you, hey, we need to do things. We need to go places. Fuck, ignore that shit. You'll be able to do all that shit later. I promise you. But that first 10 years is it's so important to the building blocks of what you do. If you don't start saving till you're 30 and you miss the whole 20s, you're a world behind. You're a world behind. He's a world ahead right now. Doesn't matter that he bought a damn ring and got engaged and he wants to do these things. No, the guy listens. I said, son, you sure you're okay? I'm good, Dad. I'm good, I promise. Oh, yeah, what'd you eat for lunch? I had a sandwich. Okay. He's a sandwich-eating mother sucker. I'm good with it. You know what I had this morning? I had eggs. You know how expensive eggs are? Oh, my God, there's a whole epidemic on eggs right now. They were in the fridge. I don't know what they cost. I didn't pay for them. My wife did. Same pot? Nah. I got to handle everything on my own. It's tough. Appreciate your thoughts. Yeah, you too, man. Thoughts on you, Marantz. I feel you is a play on people. The first guys come out here and try to tell me about memes and videos and get that shit out of here. You is software, Unity Inc., whatever the hell it's called. Unity Software Inc. I talked about it over a month ago. A month ago, I said it's a private equity pump. Stay the hell away. Don't believe the bullshit. Whatever they try to push out in front of you, don't believe it. Half the Bed Bath & Beyond crowd believes it was, give it to me, baby. Right? Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that sweet, that funky stuff. No. Isn't that another song? Just give it to me. That was Jay-Z, wasn't it? Shit, I don't even know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. When the Henny's in the system, ain't no telling will I fucking will I diss him. I'm a pimp by blood, not creation. Okay, anyway. Drunk off Chris, mommy off E. Okay, yeah. Can't keep your little model hands off me. Man, don't even get me started with this nonsense. Anyway. Yeah, they'll try to push out any idea in front of you. Who cares? What, guys, do you know? I'm going to tell you something. Could you ever imagine being a GameStop investor and not owning Twitter? Like, get rid of Reddit and Twitter. Woo! You'll be like just looking at chart and investing and listening to 10Ks and 8Ks. You'll be like, huh, I like what the company's doing. They're doing great. You get no influence from anywhere outside. Nothing. Don't even watch me. Just go ahead, GameStop. I like where they're headed. The Rock. Thank you. Blueprint was pretty good. Sure. Man, guys, it's Power Hour. 22 minutes left. GameStop's at 31.35. Here's the minute chart. Do I care? No. I like that Carvana's falling to pieces, baby. Carvana's down already, $18.92 a share. Very excited for their loss. There's a lot of reasons why I don't like Carvana. I knew Carvana was a snake. I knew they were fake a long time ago. But as you can see, they're pumping NVIDIA right now. They're trying to pump back up that SPY to have a green day and the week higher. What's the weekly right now? Yeah, it's green. Weekly's green. Let's see. It opened at 587, so it's going to close at, 591. And this closed at 595. So how the hell is it ever going to get to 595? I don't know. They're going to try to get it there. But it looks like it's another week in decline. It closed at 591. So that was decline. So it had a poor run here. Looks like it's headed down from 607. I don't know how it's going to get to 7,000. I don't know what the hell these guys are talking about. To get all the way up to 700, I just don't see it. Carvana deserves all the hate it gets. I don't think it's a good company. I don't think it has good leadership. But it's battling back from 175 to 180. It'll go into the weekend and be hurting. More people are going to look into the numbers, into the information. It was just released last night. So as more people keep looking into it, it'll be a problem for some. Look at that chart. What does that look like, guys? All the way up, push down. Where's the support? Support's here. Do we break out after hours? Do we break out after hours? Or do we want to break out next week? 24-hour market here. I'm telling you now. Support from here, holding it up. This is the way a chart runs. From here, there's your support. Okay, it's even. It's just like I can show you right there. Just like that. Here's your top line. Top line is going to push down. You saw resistance. Touch. Breakout's going to happen somewhere within the next 10 minutes. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's what you're dealing with. Yeah, well, we'll see. Marantz, you just can't draw lines. Watch me. I'll be right here to see it. What do you think about DRS? The name. I think DRS, think Ryan Cohen or Roy and Kitty will DRS all of his shares. The name, I don't think that. Who in their mind would buy Carvana at the top after Hindenburg report? 12,700 subs. Congratulations. Whatever. It's one more than the one I had yesterday. That was it. So here's the deal. You're asking me. That's on the 5-minute mark too. Look at the 1 minute. Still battling back. What was the question that was just asked right now? Somebody said so. Hold on. I want to make sure I got it right. What do you think about DRS? The nay. Hey, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. I think DRS was pushed out in front of people to create or to pull away from the equity of the market itself, the liquidity of this trade. And I think that you were going down and sideways with minimal volume, nothing because it was locked up. The whole float's locked. And now that GameStop has added liquidity to the market by doing ATMs, 2 of them just this past summer. I think you've seen the stock breathe a little more. So just so that we're clear, GameStop issued shares and it created liquidity within this time frame, and that's been the bounce back. This curve up is now that we have a liquid market rather than just going straight down like we did for 3 years. When you go straight down, it's because everybody's locking up their shares DRS wise, which seems like a good rule of thumb. If you were scared for whatever reason, you thinking someone's going to take your shares or whatever fear they've put into your head. But the truth is that liquidity helped the shorts, it helps the swaps, it helped out a lot of pressure from them, because when there's no volatility spikes, there's no halts, there's nothing that they need to be afraid of. It's a controlled algo at that point. So my opinion, for good merit, sure, I guess. For the life and breath of this company, no, not at all. And I think Ryan realizes that, and that's why they offered up shares to become more liquid. But I mean, you got to think about it from the liquidity standpoint. You've seen this company go up and to the right, up 300% from the bottom. So to have a revival, it means a lot. It means a lot. But I don't get mixed into it. I mean, you can't force me to do something. Anytime something's told to me that I have to do it, I'm like, that's the first thing I'm just like, nope, not for me. Not for me. So that was the way. Sure. So now it can breathe. Yeah. You have to know. AKA Como. Yeah, what's up, man? So you guys just have to know what it all meant. To lock everything up is one thing, but I don't like the idea of people trying to manufacture and manipulate short squeezes. That's not why I'm invested. I'm not invested for a short squeeze. I want this growth of a company. I want it to just kill you with fundamentals. The rest of it, that's just the sugar on top. That's the icing on the cake. But the bulk of this is, give me that meatloaf. Give me the whole thing. GameStop's a profitable company. They make money. They would be in the S&P 500 today if the Standard & Poor's did not get with SBC. And SB Global, the way they do it is they give you these prerequisites to get into the S&P 500, and they tell you, hey, you need X amount of dollars. And you're like, what are you talking about? Like, I need to be $18 billion now? When the 50 companies at the bottom of the S&P don't even have market caps of $14 billion? Like, I've shown you what's at the bottom of the S&P, and none of them have the $18 billion that's required. They didn't at the time. I haven't checked it lately. This was like 2 months ago when I started doing that, but they raised the prerequisite to get in for a reason. It wasn't like, oh, we think we should make it to 18. No, they pushed it to a level that no one could get in, like GameStop couldn't get in. And that's okay. You can keep running from it. Run from it. We're going to get it back. I'm showing you the chart right here. We're going to have this breakout above 31.50. I'm confident. I'm extremely confident. But should you make a bet on it? I don't know. Just never know, man. And if the short sellers are watching, they'll hit us hard right now. So there you go. Ravenstown, good job. So what's your best choice? An AI stock, NVIDIA? So what your best choice? I don't understand. Timeless SXM. Rephrase that question as we watch the stock just walk up, okay? When you study this shit every day, you just stand here and look at it like amazed. It's like, yep, I told you. 31.50. And going. Anyway. I don't have an AI stock that I would invest in. I don't believe in AI for value. I don't believe that there's profit to be made on AI unless you're the one selling the infrastructure. So for the companies that sell the chassis and sell the chips themselves, yeah, there's probably money in it for them. But for the companies that are investing for the application of AI, show me that return. Show me what you're charging to utilize it. Because if I have AI as a tool to use for any item or website or you know the way to implement it, you can't put a charge to it. Your cell phone. Your cell phone, if you're an iPhone, has facial recognition. There's value to facial recognition. There's crazy amount of upkeep as far as security technologies, and that is a crazy invention to have. Every time I see somebody do it, I'm just like, wow, look how fast that thing recognizes your face versus somebody else's. Well, yeah, okay. So what does that cost you? As a consumer, and you're using it, and your chart didn't cost you anything? How'd that company make money? Oh, they just got bought out. They bought the technology, right? You would have the next Google every week if Google wasn't buying the next Google. So AI, I ask you, when are we just going to buy the whole damn thing and make it the next one? How do you put value to it? You can't monetize it. Technology is forever expanding. Your television, young man, your television has apps, 8K, 4K, 5K. It has 240 megahertz, and it used to be 60. And it used to have no apps. It used to have a hub, and it used to have a DVD and a VCR plug to it. It used to have big-ass speakers at the bottom of it. Now these guys don't even have speakers. But here's what I ask you. What's the price of a TV? It's less now than it has ever been. Better technology, better everything. It's less. So when you're telling me someone's buying AI at the top for more, it's because there's no competition. There's not a secondary party. There's one person. But that one person gets to charge whatever they want. For how long until someone stops paying what they're asking? When people say, you know what? Thanks for selling me something that I can't even implement on value. I'm just being honest. This stock is looking just like I said it would. Isn't this awesome? Look at this shit. Walk it straight up the line, hit resistance, come back down, flutter out. Maybe you get into the 31.45. Who knows where you end for the week. Doesn't matter. It's 31 and some change and we feel great. Maybe ask AI how AI makes and generates revenues. There are different AI platforms that are asking for monthly fees. Don't that generate income? No. No. Offering monthly fees. I'll say it again. How much do you pay to watch videos on YouTube? Everything's free. To monetize, you have to advertise. To advertise, you have to explain user usage, right? Via click-through ratios, user adoption. You have to explain how you can demand a price for something. Here we go, pushing it all the way down. I tell you guys, man, like clockwork. This is like easy. Touch the line, come back up. What are you going to do, Shorts? What are you going to do? Get people excited? I know. Just watch. I'm just looking at it. I'm feeling good about it. Even that move all the way down to 31.34 or whatever, 31.37. So, what's that going to do? We opened at $30.75, and our low was $30.57. We're already at $31.46. Like, there's nothing they can do. We already won for the day. Supermicro computers up 10% today. Dumb. Don't ever touch it. Don't ever touch it. Please, I beg you. There we go. All right. Trying to slam and close again. Yeah, it ain't going to work, bro. GameStop is the best AI investment. We are at the extreme top of pricing in all AI speculative future gains. AI gets backed into manufacturing. Gets baked into manufacturing. I'm so sorry. Tell me about it, man. 10 minutes left in trading day. Yeah, 8 minutes left. We feel good. Monthly fees generate income. Isn't that crazy? People actually think that. It's like, what are you paying for? You know who had to change the way they do business? Microsoft. Microsoft makes the software that all these computers run off of. And even they had to bake in an annual fee for products. How much do you think Microsoft loses by people not having to buy Windows at full price? Oh, it's baked into the creation of the machine? Of the pre-build? They don't charge you anything. Internet Explorer costs you nothing. You just have to have internet. By the way, internet's free on most phone plans. Oh, they baked that in too? Look at this. Marantz, there's no way you drew these lines just like 20 minutes ago and explained and said it's going to walk the line. There's no way, Marantz. No way you did this. You just can't draw lines, guys. Huh. Here's the breakout. Don't stop to ask. Another moment, we're gonna find out who's got class. Class is in session. I hope you guys are taking notes. Hey, while we look at GameStop, I'm looking at some other stuff. Let's see. Carvana down another $3 in the last 2 minutes that I'm talking to you. Isn't that awesome? CarMax down. So, Big Lots down 14%. 3 pennies. FedEx up nothing. It's flat. I like Nike at 73. I like Nike at 73. Oh, there's the breakout. There's the breakout, babe. There's the breakout. All right, before the market closes. Are you kidding? It just breaks out. Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now above the line. That is now our support versus our resistance. Or are we back into the zone? Oh, baby. Won't you come back? Boom. Oh, won't you come back? Nobody even knows what I'm saying, huh? Bro, I swear to you. It's that, was it dumbass, there's nothing they could do. I knew it. What do you guys want me to do? And I'm done with this. I'm done with this investment. Honestly, I'm just done. I'm going to walk out of here, guys. My head held high. I know. We're just, look at this shit. This is ridiculous. You can just draw lines and the shit goes up. Marantz, how'd you do that? I don't know. You guys don't get it. Maybe you guys don't see the patterns I see. Do you see what I see? It's going to break out. Breaks out like nothing. Look at that support just holding up. Oh, perfect. Look at this monster line. Who's that, Roy and Kitty? Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that sweet, that fruit, that gushy stuff. Nobody knows that song? Like, even when you push it down, it's not going to happen. Hey, I hear. Where's the hell is my cell phone at? Bro, I haven't even been on my cell phone at all today. Yeah, I got a message. It's 1:00. Let's see what it says. Um, Boom, there we go. And back down to the line. Let's see if they can get us down there. Or if we're going to end right there at the spot. Come on now. Come on, Jelly Bean. 20 seconds, guys. 20 seconds. Our level of support is there. We pushed up off of it. Yep, we pushed up off of it. And it is in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. There it is. 31-61. 31-61. I like the number. I like the number a lot. If it's 31-61. Holy hell. Holy hell. Let me delete the lines. Holy hell. Way up here, bros. Way up here. 31-65. After hours already. Well, somebody knows what they're doing out here. And it's you. You. You ever watch KGB? I don't know who that is, bro. I don't know what that is. Now, okay, let me see. I gotta read this, guys. I was missing out on all these comments. I apologize. It says, Marantz, you dance very well. Thank you. Marantz, you're the man. Marantz, I wouldn't be anything without you. Man, you guys are just too much. I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support and all those great words. The next one says, Marantz, you're the most handsome man I've seen on YouTube. Oh, girls, guys, got to stop this, okay? Listen. All right, this guy says, did you short Carvana, Marantz? Kid Caribou. I did not. I don't short things, but I just tell you when they're going down. I'll let you decide. Chris F., there we go. Let's F and go. GME. Boom. Sounds like a mean lawnmower. There we go. Marantz always strikes right. Marantz is the man. God, guys got to stop this. Who's writing all these comments? Who's saying all this? Makes me feel good inside. Man, damn. Hey, I wrote Keith Gill. I let him know. I asked him for an interview. I said, hey, Keith, you ready to do an interview, bro? Never got back to me. At least I can say I wrote the guy, right? Keith, I'm ready, man. Whenever you're ready. Why not? Always right strikes again. Thank you. Best way to end the week? Yes, it's a great way to end the week for us, guys. Why you want to hurt me, babe? You're mysterious. Very cool. I buy week to week. A few GameStop shares and the Bitcoin. AMC clowns laugh for 2 till 5. Before GameStop shares buys. I have no idea what that means, Daniel, but you're rhyming pretty good. You're doing very good on rhyming. You must have did very well in poetry class. That's all I can tell you. GameStop still doing great. Going, gone. Thank you. Marantz with the drop the mic. Now that Carvana bubble is bursted. Ooh, I like the way this is sounding. What's your thoughts on the next step? TA, please. Gang 51. Arvind Pathak. Arvind, you've been here before. Arvind, welcome back, brother. I don't do TA for the downfall of a company like them. I think it's a falling knife. I don't think you want to catch it. Me personally. Obviously, it's gonna have that. Nothing goes down in a straight line unless like you're really terrible. But there's levels here of support previously. Like right here, it got choppy, and that was around 130, 134. So right now, it's touching this previous level of resistance here. So if it can hold up at 170, it stays there. 177. It looks like a good spot. But if not, it's going to fall down. It's going to get somewhere. It could go all the way down from 156 to 127. Huge falling points. You saw the averages there, 155, so 154. Yeah, I mean, it just has a lot of room to fall. There's a gap. That gap never got filled. So the gap down or the gap up jumped up from 92, 93 bucks. But remember that these were self-induced numbers. These are them pumping themselves via Root, via Ally Financial, and it's not looking good for them if people know the truth. The next earnings report is going to require them to be more transparent. That's what's going to happen here. Their quarter 3 number came out, so quarter 4 comes out. People are going to be asking all those questions, and now there's an internal probe at this point. Hindenburg Research comes out. J.P. Morgan might say that they're on the right side of it, but people are going to come looking for their money at Carvana. To have a mass drop-off, I mean, you've already lost almost $100 a share, and this company has a free float. Let's see. It says 126 million shares. Shares outstanding, 207. So they've definitely lost $2 billion. If it's $100 a share, oh my goodness, $100, 2 zeros to that. So 20 million, $200 million. What the hell? Maybe more. I don't know how to do the math. I can do it with my calculator over here. I'm not good at this stuff. It was, they got to be way more than that. $100 a share times the 207 million shares. $20 billion. Yeah, that sounds right. So they're losing. They're losing bad. They've lost $20 billion in the last couple of weeks. So since November to now, in a month and a half, they've lost $20 billion of market cap. They should be aware. They should be afraid. And it's because something's really happening here. But, Hindenburg Research doesn't just come out with a report out of the blue. People know. People know. They have to know. And these guys have a short position on it. But even then, even though it's moving down, the price to book is, 60 times book value. They're 60x on book. Their book value is $2.94. $2.94 of that share right there is book. That's what never made sense to me. So, I couldn't do it at 60 times book. I mean, it literally is crazy. It's almost $3 book. So, yeah, not good. Not looking good for Carvana. Just to give an example, it being 60 times book and no one question it, no one go like, why the hell is this happening? Well, they don't make a profit year round, so it's tough. But GameStop is literally trading at 2.9 times book. If it were 60 times book like Carvana, you would have a stock worth around $700. If it were 60 times book like Carvana. So that's the difference. That's why GameStop's such a good value. You're buying it for, less than 3 times book. And it's a profitable company. And it's just the right company. So, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, next they say, is that Tony De Niro TA? Oh, no, he's trying to say I don't have it. Right. We all know I do. I came home last night. Well, good job. Jay-Z, I just want to love you and be who I am. And with all this cash, I'll make you forget your man. He definitely should have shorted Carvana. You ever watch KJ? No. If we end above the line, does that mean a new triangle? Basically, we're working on that. TA Junkies are so excited with this line. It works. Yeah. Hell yeah. Marantz twice in 24 hours. Yeah. 31.65 on Fidelity. Is that where it stopped? Then I'm good with that. But, 31.61 has it over here. I don't care either way. I mean, what's my, let me go look at some. Let's go look at my position really quick while we're here. By the way, last time I checked GameStop cards, 2,700. They're in between 2,600 and 2,700. I love that they're selling more than they could ever want. Let me see something here. Okay. So here's my position on GameStop. Right now I'm at $29,352. Put in an extra $10 today. I felt good about it. After 100 days, I'll have an additional 30 shares. So also after 100 days, 100 trading days, I'll have another $1,000 into the account. Good numbers for me. Am I going to get at a faster pace? I will eventually. I just have to pay some stuff off and handle some things that I'm dealing with. But I'm already $3,000 ahead of my pace. My pace is supposed to be 5,000 a year, and I'm doing more than that. So I'm okay with the $10. What does it mean? Today's gain almost $1,000. I'm up $6,338 on my investment, and I'm sitting there at around almost $30,000 at GameStop. So I like it. I like it a lot, as you can tell. And the summary of my position will tell you for the 1 year, I'm up 82% versus 25% on the S&P 500. So I'm beating all these dudes right now, and there's nothing they can tell me, okay? So this is the true life and breath of the stock. A year ago, my account read $8,300, and it reads $29,000 today. So up $21,000 within the year. Those are massive moves. So that's it. Let's go look at GameStop. And the cards are now selling older cards, which is cool. Somebody came in here and added more cards. As you can see, they added more cards here. Somebody are buying all those Hall of Fame cards, but then I saw Junior say, I used to have this rookie card. I had all the Pro Set cards. We had the whole deck. These older baseball cards are in the shop right now. Mike Scioscia, Dwight Gooden, a lot of old cards are there, and only 2,600 cards are available right now. 2,679 available to you, so that's pretty good. Tells you that these cards, you can buy them. Kind of curious why it says the market price is $6, $11, and then the price for you for the pros is less, right? The market price, except for this damn card right here. This Pokemon card, market price is $6, but GameStop's price is $10.79. That's pretty cool. That's the first time I ever seen the market price lower than the price, whatever GameStop said. Maybe that's not supposed to be that way. I don't really care, to tell you the truth. I'll overpay for everything I do at GameStop. I think the company deserves the money that I put into it, and you other guys can't. You guys can't convince me otherwise. Man, somebody collected all these NBA hoops at PSA 10. They went for it. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Why is Chris Mullin so expensive? Mullins. Why is Chris Mullin so expensive? Like, why is Chris Mullin more than John Stockton? Or more than Karl Malone? David Robinson? Like, I don't understand. I know why Charles Barkley, he's popular. But Patrick Ewing, he's so ugly. But, not supposed to talk about people's physical appearance. Unless you're Travis Hunter. GameStop looking good. There it is, $31.61 on GameStop, $14.12 billion market cap. Just so that we'll run it back for you guys, the trailing 12 on the income, trailing 12 gross profit is there. Operating income of $7.1 million on trailing 12 on operating income. On total income, it's already up to $63 million. I'm very excited. Very excited. Come quarter four, I apologize, when they announce this quarter, it's going to be every dollar over zero. So you're looking at big numbers, huge numbers. Remember that we were only $6.7 million last year for the full year. We are going to be 170 times higher. I mean, we're going to be so much higher than that. We're going to come in at like 170, 250 in that range, and people are going to be like, how the hell did GameStop have over a 20, 30, 40? It's like every 100% is every $7 million, right? So we literally are going to be like 1,000-something% higher. Like, somebody's going to have to publish that number to the world. They're going to have to put up, GameStop's up 1,700% on revenue, right? On net income increase. It's going to say something crazy like that. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I really am. And then you'll see what the payout is. But this number is even better for me. That number of the $26.99. That means it keeps coming up. I mean, gross margin just keeps walking from 22 all the way up. We just increase those margins. And I'm thinking like look at that. Gross margin was all the way down to 20% at one point. 22%. Like we've transitioned, we bend it back out. But back in the day, 29.52 was the gross margin. So we want to get back to 29s. and we're on our way there. We're on our way to 27%, 28%. So I like it. I like it. Remember, the higher this number goes, the better the operating margin goes in our favor. So we were way negative. Back in the day, they were negative 11.11 at 29.52. We're 26.99, and we're already positive. So you can imagine, give me 3 more percent, we're going to be positive 3% on operating margin. So we're going the other direction right now. Look at that. Boom. That's perfect. So profit margin is there. We're profitable at 1.46. When was the last time they had a profit margin in the positive? They didn't. Back then, they were still way negative, 7, 10%, 6%. That's why Wall Street was, jumping on them and banging on their door. That's okay, because we're positive now, and that means we're only going to go up. This number is only going up, profit margin. It has a lot to do with the interest that we bring in, but that interest is forever, considering you have so much cash. Look at all that cash we have, $4.6 billion. The inventory is one thing. We're selling this inventory off. We're not replacing it. We're selling it off. As we sell off that inventory, that really helps out on how to churn out Christmas. Total assets of 6.24, and total liabilities of 1.4. It's a 5.0 on book. It's great. Retained earnings are going to go mighty close to positive. We're going to be right there with it. Shareholders' equity, massive, 4.85. That's going up, by the way, guys. We were at 4.3. You thought you would have been happy there. You went from one quarter to the next. We went from 4.3 to 4.8. That should be talked about. When you're up 400, you're up almost 10% in shareholder equity. That should be talked about. But, it's not necessarily talked about. The cash growth grew by 500%. Wait till you see whatever the damn income is for the end. I'll be right here with you guys. Book value is at $10.75. It's all tangible book, considering it's mainly cash. And we're doing okay. All right, that's GameStop, guys. You guys got the gist of it. I'm going to get going. I know I wasn't live all day today with you guys because I was playing TFT, playing League of Legends. And I'm going to eat some lunch right now. I'm going to get ready, my mind ready to go clean and cut the yard and do all that. I got to plug in my headphones, listen to some music, have a good time, probably listen to a live stream or two. I know you guys listen to these live streams. But there's GameStop kicking ass, taking names. I'm happy. I'm happy to say that we're undefeated. We are undefeated on all of our investments. Every single Connect the Dots is played out in real time, and we are 100% correct on those Connect the Dots videos. If you do not know, it's a playlist on the channel, Connect the Dots. Go watch it. You'd learn so much about the markets and learn so much about your investments. And GameStop. GameStop's undefeated. GameStop's at $31.65, guys. Like, what do you want to do? They're worth every bit of everything. $31.65 it's showing right here now. It just got reset. So $31.65 for the day. I like that number. I'm going to be sure to take that one to the bank with me. And I just can't. I can't get enough. Yep. Right there, $31.65. Damn, bros. When I hit 1,000 shares, I'll feel good. When I hit 2,000 shares, I'll feel better. But I'll just keep going. Appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys. And tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow I might be live. Tomorrow I might do something with you. Who knows? But I appreciate you guys for this hour and a half. And I just want to say it one last time. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'm going to see you around, millionaires. Undefeated. Peace.